I just took my braids out the other day and my hair has broken off so bad. And I know that you guys have seen how long and thick my hair was. During the time where my hair was long and thick, I was regularly taking care of my hair. Like every 2 weeks, I was taking my braids down, like the foundation for the wigs. I was taking that down, washing my hair, conditioning it, braiding it back up, oiling my scalp, doing all the things. And I just had a period where I was not taking care of my hair, so it broke off really badly. My scalp was really dry, and I also experienced a little bald spot. That's how bad it got. Like my hair and not my hair, but my scalp was really dry. So I was just putting wigs on every day. I wasn't taking my braid down out and washing it and conditioning it like I normally would. And that's when the bald spot just showed up. Like, hey, your scalp's dry. I need you to be like, to the point where my scalp got red. Like it was literally a red little patch. And I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta do something about this. So I'm just making this video because I know, and I hope this video reaches people that wear wigs. It is important for you to take care of your hair underneath. I've been preaching this since I started making wigs. And if you're wearing wigs as a protective style, you would want to make sure that you're taking care of your hair underneath. The whole purpose of a protective style is to promote healthy hair growth, right? So let me just give y'all this example, and I hope this helps. Think of a desert. You know how dry a desert is? When you go to a desert, you don't see beautiful flowers, beautiful green trees growing, right? Why? Because there's no moisture. That's the same thing for your scalp. So when you go into, like I'll use Hawaii as an example. If you go to Hawaii, like their weather there is humid. It's hot, and it's literally a moistured area, right? So you see bright, beautiful green trees and flowers and all of those good things, right? Because the moisture is there. So think of your scalp as the same way. If your scalp is not moisturized, there's not going to be any growth happening, or any potential growth. It just won't do. So if you have a stylist that you can go to that specializes in healthy hair, I would suggest you go to her in between you wearing your wigs. I would hope that you do, because it will help to keep your hair growing and flourishing in the way that you want it to while you're wearing your wigs. Now, as for me, I know that there's many different reasons why a woman would wear a wig. For me, I like to switch up my hairstyle too much to, for me to be committed to a hairstyle. So sometimes I like to wear short, long, medium length, a different color. So that's the reason why I started wearing wigs. And I know, and you might be the same way. So I went to wigs. However, with me deciding to do that, I made sure that I kept my hair up underneath, except for the time in which we're talking about in this video. But again, that is just me proving a point how important it is to take care of your hair underneath. One other thing I wanted to touch on was hair growth oils, because there's so many of them out there, and I love them. I think it's a great idea. But for the woman who is having the issue thinking like, oh, this hair growth oil is not working, the reason being is probably because your scalp is completely clogged up with too many other products. So what do? You need to cleanse your scalp. If you don't feel comfortable doing it on your own, again, go to a professional. Your scalp has to be cleansed in order for those oils and all those wonderful essential oils that these oils have in them that do promote hair growth, so that they can actually work. That's the reason why it's not working, is because your hair follicles are so built up with so much product. So also, when you're using the scalp oil, make sure that when you're putting it on your scalp that you're massaging the oil in your scalp. Give your head like a 15 to 20-second scalp massage, and what that does is it promotes blood flow. It promotes blood flow to your hair follicles to take in all those nutrients that the hair oil has. Okay, I know I talked enough about what to do on the outside. So the next thing is, what are you putting into your body? Are you drinking enough water? Are you eating enough fruits and vegetables? Those are also some things that will help to promote healthy hair growth. If all you putting into your body is trash, what you think your hair gonna do? Your scalp is not that, again, it's nutrients, right? You have to make sure that you're eating the right things, in which I'll do some more research. I'll post another video about that later. But you want to make sure that you're giving your body the nutrients that it needs, so that your hair, your skin, and everything that's supposed to grow in the way that you want it to, it will grow. Maybe this video might come across a woman who's actually experiencing a true hair loss issue, right? So for example, alopecia, right? So what I would say to that woman that's coming across an issue such as that, or if you feel like you're starting to bald in some areas, when you notice it, and as soon as you notice it, I would, if I were you, go to a dermatologist. Go to a dermatologist, even though they don't specialize in hair. They are the ones that can diagnose you and let you know, hey, you have alopecia. And then you can go and see what is called a trichologist, which is basically, I don't necessarily want to say a doctor, but they specialize in what happens underneath the scalp and what it is that you need to do and treatments that you need to have in order to get your hair back growing. And if you are experiencing hair loss and you are able to go to a dermatologist that's able to give you a diagnosis, you can take that diagnosis and check with your insurance provider and see if they will cover you for what is called a cranial prosthesis, aka a wig, right? So if you have a stylist such as myself or whoever you feel comfortable going to get a wig unit, you can, go to them, let them know your issue, let them know that you want to get a cranial prosthesis or a wig, and talk to your insurance provider before you do so, because you might have the opportunity to get that cost reimbursed. I do understand that wigs are expensive, they are costly. So if that is you and you are able to get a dermatologist to give you a diagnosis, check with your insurance provider and see if you're able to get those fees. Okay, I'm gonna end this video right here. Thank y'all for tuning in to my little TED Talk. I had a little rant that I needed to get off my chest about y'all not taking care of y'all hair underneath these wigs, okay? Anyway, if you learned something, if there's other topics that you want me to discuss as it pertains to hair loss, hair care, wigs, protective styles, whatever the case is, comment below. If you're an expert and you come across this video and you feel like something I said might have been incorrect, or you can add to it, let me know. Let's talk about it, because I'm always in a space of willing to learn more. So that's it. I'm checking out. Had no intentions of doing a YouTube video, but I guess I had a little more to say. Peace.